Hello to you. My name is M.Kadzielska and this is Poland Daily Culture. We are right now during the Christmas time. And here with me is Jonny Daniels, who is spending Christmas in Poland. And for you, it's more Hanukah than Christmas. And those two celebrations, they join together. And of course, accept the obvious thing that Jesus was Jewish, so he kind of needed to celebrate Hanukah himself as well during his birthday. But there's a lot of symbolism which go together. There's a light. In the previous episode we described the different ways the 8 light in the Hanukah menorah and all of those elements. But please tell me, what are another celebration elements of Hanukah holidays? What would you do during those 8 days?
Well, I mean, Hanukkah for me is the best holiday. I love it, and for children especially. One thing that a lot of my Christian friends are very upset about, and my Christian friends' children are most especially upset about when I talk about Hanukkah, is the fact that Jewish kids have 8 nights of receiving presents, not just one.
8 nights of receiving presents.
Yeah, it gets tricky. My daughters, especially because I was stuck in Poland this year with the pandemic and unable to get back to be in Israel with them, every day it was, Dad, where's our present today?
Really, you need to give something small every day?
Well, you don't need to, but...
But you're supposed to.
Well, you're not even supposed to. You could if you'd like to. So my girls definitely get something every day, to be honest, regardless of Hanukkah or not. Really, that's one of the main traditions. And obviously beyond that, there's the food, right? And food is obviously a very central part of Judaism, and a very central part of Polish cultural life as well. We always seem to be around the table sharing food and eating. During Hanukkah we have different food. Obviously, as we spoke before about the oil, it becomes a central part of our diet during Hanukkah. So a lot of foods that you traditionally make in oil become foods that one would eat during Hanukkah. So for example, ponchki, donuts. In Israel, there's the most remarkable variety of donuts that you can imagine, filled with every single thing, topped with whatever, incredible things. Beyond that, we eat placki, right? Which are
pancakes.
Not pancakes, well, I suppose like potato pancakes,
Potato
right?
pancakes,
In Hebrew, Yiddish, we call them latkes.
Latkes, okay.
Latkes is what they're called. So basically, grated potatoes.
We have them in Polish culture, absolutely.
Absolutely.
So those two things, like food is a thing which joins both our cultures, because that's what unites also historically two nations.
Absolutely, and I think that this is something that really I've seen a lot of since I came here.
Since Hawa, starting with Hawa, going through matzah, through a lot of elements.
Well, I know that on Christmas Eve, for example, you'll eat carp. And carp, Maimon from Bekev, the amazing restaurant that you've interviewed before, he received an order, people calling up asking for carp po żydowsku, Jewish-style carp. At the beginning, he thought people were joking. But what it is effectively is gefilte fish.
Of course, gefilte fish is like the element of it should be on every single Christmas. My mom is doing this for this year especially. Basically fish and jelly.
Right, and so I was very happy because I went to Bekev yesterday to collect my order to bring home to eat after my long trip, and my mom said, here, I've got some gefilte fish. And I was like, why? It's not Shabbat, which is when you traditionally eat them on a Friday night. And he said, oh, don't ask. I had to make so many for Christmas Eve. And it was amazing, and it was a wonderful thing to see, this mixture of cultures and this kind of bringing together. And so much of that Jewish food has seeped into Polish culture.
It's a traditional thing which in Poland you eat for Christmas. You don't usually eat it every day.
Right.
You eat it for Christmas because, of course, it's a fasting time. So we're not supposed to eat meat on Christmas Eve. We are supposed to eat fish.
Right, which was something that I never knew about. When I was first invited to somebody after Christmas, actually, and they told me they want to show me a Christmas meal. And I said, okay, but it's just that I only eat kosher meat, and I didn't want to become difficult. And they said, oh, no, don't worry, we don't serve meat. Okay, maybe they're vegetarians or something. Then I realized that you don't serve meat on Christmas Eve, and they put on this huge spread with carp and amazing salads and 11 dishes or whatever it may be. And
12.
12, I'm sorry.
12 apostles.
Aha, so it's a meal for each.
Another 12 Jews.
Another 12 Jews. Okay, see, we're everywhere.
Even so.
Exactly. So, and I think that this is something, once again, that really joins our cultures, is when we look back to the roots. And we see once again that there is so much that brings us together, way more than divides us, be it as Jews and Poles or
Well,
as
even
Jews
the
and Christians.
fact that why Jesus was born in a hut, it was because everyone traveled during the season. It was a holiday season. It was Hanukah time, so they didn't have. There was a lot of travel. There was a lot of fuss, and they didn't have a place for him anymore, for Maria and for Joseph. So that's why they needed to stay with animals in the hut, unfortunately, and that's where he was born. But that's joined together. If you don't know about the fact it was a Hanukkah time, though, then you don't underestimate the crucial thing why Jesus was born in such kind of circumstances. So this all joined together.
Well, I mean, Christianity did come part from Judaism, I suppose.
I would say it's fully part.
Fully part. The New Testament is something I'm not too familiar with, so I'll trust you on that. But again, there are so many connections and similarities in our religion and in our cultures, and it is amazing what unites us. And I think that this is also part of the beauty of this season, because it really is a time for family, and it's a time for giving love and a time for giving happiness and spreading that amongst all people, wherever they are in the whole world, whoever they may be. And it is an amazing opportunity to really look at what connects us, as opposed to always trying to pick little things that divide us and move us apart, because at the end of the day, all of us are the same.
Just to say at the end, Merry Christmas to you and Happy Hanukkah, and thank you very much for watching Poland Daily Culture.